Yo, what's up, everyone? RageCage20 here. I'm trying to figure out what to put in my hands. Here we go. Gotta lean with it, though. Gotta lean with it. Welcome to another skin video, and with every skin video, even though this one might be a little different, but I'll still give the warning just in case if you happen to get here randomly. This is a skin video. Chances are there can be something in here that can be very disturbing and trigger you. So if you're not about that life, if you're not ready to get triggered today, you should probably click elsewhere. If you are prepared, then join me here. This one, however, maybe not so much. I mean, there's still skin, so it could be really creepy and or triggering. But this one maybe not, because this is one of the only ones that they made, one of the only songs that she's made so far that's not about a killer but a victim. But we'll get into that a little bit more here in a second. I was talking about going to Ramirez, but then I was like, if I'm going to be continuing chapter 1, I might as well go to the beginning of chapter 1 and then move up to Ramirez. So we'll probably handle Richard Ramirez next time. But I wanted to start with, I'm going to say Elisa Lamb. Though I'm pretty sure that's not correct, maybe, and we'll get into that here in a second. But I started doing a little bit of research about Eliza, and then I realized I already knew a lot, not necessarily a lot, but I already knew who this person was or kind of what happened with this, because my ex-wife was, I don't want to say obsessed, but she watched a whole documentary or video or whatever, some kind of stuff on this person, and was talking to me about it and stuff. So I do remember the story of this girl, apparently Asian lady in Canada. I think she was going to school in Canada or something like that. And she was in this hotel. They say that she suffered from, I can't remember. Do I still have the information up here somewhere? I'm trying to remember what it's called. Bipolar disease. Yeah, bipolar disorder. So there's many different theories to go around with this, but pretty much like they have video of her getting in and out of an elevator. At times it looks like she's hiding in the elevator and like yelling or arguing with someone out in the hall that no one could see, or at least not through the video footage, no one could see. And then she just walked away. No camera picked up where she went or what happened, and then they just found her naked and dead and drowned, I would assume, because there's no evidence of foul play on her body or anything, any kinds of injury or anything. Just found her dead in the water supply of the hotel, so people were drinking and using water that she was decaying in, which is fucked. But there's also been theories that it was paranormal activity, that she was seeing demons or something. I don't know. I don't think it's ever come out what's actually happened to her and whatnot. So there's a chance that it was potentially suicide with the demons in her head. There's a chance that no one even killed her. There's a chance that someone took her body and just threw it in there, and she didn't put up a fight. Who knows? Because there probably been abrasions or something if she did resist or something, or who the fuck knows. So I'm interested to see how they're going to take this musically, if she's a victim that no one has an idea what happened to her. I guess you really just gotta play off of the maybe monsters in her mind kind of theory with bipolar and or like some paranormal shit. I feel like that's the only angle you can really go with this, so I'm interested to see what Skin does with it. So I think this one's going to be a little bit less disturbing, like kind of gory human beings can actually do this kind of disturbing, and maybe more just kind of like disturbing, like a horror movie kind of disturbing. But again, it's Skin, so you never fucking know. Either way, I am excited for it. I'm ready to go. I feel less nervous hitting the start button now that I'm getting more and more accustomed to Skin, which I feel like a good thing and a bad thing, because it's like, man, I liked it and was like, oh fuck, what am I gonna see? And now it's just kind of like, I'm used to it now. Um, whew, man, it is still hot, but I'm looking a little bit better. Anyways, the reason I said I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name, by the way, is because my guess would be because that's not her. I guess you call it birth name. It's more of her English name. Again, I don't know if this is true. I've just heard this from my ex-wife because she was adopted by Haitians, by a Thai family, and her sister was Thai, and they've confirmed that usually, because a lot of times Asian names are really hard to pronounce for English speakers, they just give themselves an English name or just want to have an English name. I don't know if any of that's true, but this would be that case of an English name because it's not actually what her birth name was. So I don't know if you would pronounce it like straightforward English ways, but since Lamb or Lam, as I think it would be pronounced, is her first name, or the first part of her Asian name. I don't know if that's necessarily how they do the first name. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it would be Lam, because in most Asian dialects that I know, they don't pronounce that ah sound for like they say yin and yang, not yin and yang. So they don't really have that a kind of syllable. So I assume it's Eliza Lam, but I have no idea. That had completely going by the seat of my pants there. I have no fucking clue. Anyways, I'm just gonna say Eliza Lamb because that's easier. That's a lot easier for me. So, oof, I just saw like a flash of the thumbnail switching. You know, when it gives you a preview, and it looks like this Asian lady walking down a dark hall, and it's just like it's gonna get creepy. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm ready. Anyways, we're not going to write anything down like we usually don't do for Skynd. We're just going to listen through it twice and do what we've been doing, just so you know. Fucking stop touching that button! Fine.
It's cold in here, I wanna get out. I'm slowly dying, could it be I'm in my watery grave? Black water, no quarter, now I'm stuck in here screaming cause my time's running out.
42621, I told you not to play my game. 42621, now you're
I'm scratching off my nails, keep on kicking the walls. Seems I'm never gonna find my way out. Started off as a game, but now I'm floating in a coffin as my breath is running out.
42621, I told you not to play my game. 42621, now you're
I'm sorry, what?
looks new. Your lips went wide, aching, all worrying, it looks new.
What a bizarre discovery it was yesterday. Let me show you some pictures of firefighters on the roof here. Cecil Hotel. Body was found. Large water tank on the rooftop. People staying at the hotel complained of low water pressure. So the maintenance crew went up to check and found the naked body of what was on the bottom of the tanks. Now they've identified her as 21-year-old Elisa Land.
Why is there so many of her? What? Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Okay. I gotta look up some of those lyrics because that was a little confusing to me. Usually I have the lyrics up over here, but my computer's being a little bitch today. Well, my other computer's being a little bitch today. So I'm just letting it sleep. Fuck it. So I'm just gonna look up these lyrics right now. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there that, like we discussed, we went over and whatnot. So I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. I thought she was saying that. I'm just gonna read through some of these. Yeah. So yeah. Yep. I'm gonna read through some of these. First verse here. Probably most of it. It's cold in here. I want to get out. I'm slowly dying. Could it be I'm in my watery grave? Black water. No quarter. And now I'm stuck in here screaming because my time is running out. 426211051. We'll talk about that later. I told you not to play my game. Now you're gone. Blah, blah, blah. The chorus. Ring, ding, dong. Ring, ding, ding, dong. Dong, dong, dong. Ring, ding. I don't know if that's... I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That sounds... I don't know. I want to say that sounds... a little weird, but... I'm scratching off my nails, keep on kicking the walls, seems I'm never gonna find my way out. Started off as a game, but now I'm floating in a coffin as my breath is running out. Like, yeah, drowning yourself and whatnot. Pre-chorus, right, we already did the same thing. Chorus, same thing. The bridge, however, I'm going to have to click on this this green thing that's flashing up here whenever I highlight over it, because I'm sure there's just like, hey, let us talk about, yeah, let's show you what this means. I thought why I said something when it happened, I was like, I thought she was talking like gibberish nonsense in tongues, and it might be, or it might be a language that I'm just not familiar with. Could be some kind or just something that it, like, I don't know if they had sound of what she said. Usually when I'm going through these the first time, I usually learn a lot more about the case and stuff afterwards. Like with what's his face? With Gary. You know, the whole, when I first reading about the devil's cooking my throat and whatnot, I was just like, what the fuck are you, what? This just seems like nonsense, but I guess, I mean, for what I've heard, again, I don't know if any of this is true, but just by watching other reaction videos and other research that other people have done, it's like, oh, you know, he like refused to speak, and then that's what he wrote down as an excuse why he wasn't speaking or whatnot, because he had the devil's cookie stuck in his throat and he couldn't talk or something like that. So I find out these things later, but when I'm going through it the first time, it's just my natural reaction of I only know a baseline and I don't know a lot about something. Just like Michelle Carter, I knew next to nothing, but then after I had watched the video, I just like I gotta go learn about this, and then I would, So this is the process we're in. Of I know next to nothing. I knew more about this than I did about anyone else so far. But except for maybe Columbine, I knew a little bit about Columbine. But yeah, this bridge here, Erni Deluxe Tuo Teg Anwa. Clicking on it. It's unreviewed. That's fine. There's an annotation here to this bridge, and it's saying this part is the following backwards. I can see it now. It's cold in here. I want to get out. Yep. Okay. I'm reading it backwards now, and that's right. I'm slowly dying. Okay, I can read it better here. I'm slowly dying. Could it be I'm in my watery grave? And it said here, it's a clever way of Skynd to include this in the song and add a strange and or haunting element to emphasize the mystery of Elisa's death. Got it. So yes, it was kind of gibberish because it was English backwards. Got it. Okay. Kind of almost like a subliminal message when you play something backwards and it sounds all like demonic and shit. Got it. Anyways, I'm assuming the 426210, it looks like it's together, so 10, but 1051, or it's 1051. I don't know. I don't know if there was any recording of anything she may have said. Otherwise, I think it would it may be a little bit clearer. But I think by what the video was showing, it looks like those were the numbers that she was like pushing. It was a perfect sequential sequence every single time. So, but I don't remember if anyone. I can't remember if there was anything that spoke to more, like with all the phones and stuff. But we'll get into that here. Let's get back to the music. Let's get into this now that I'm gonna open up my other computer because I want to be able to look at the lyrics at the same time. I don't want to play this back and forth game. Here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember hearing anything about a phone call. It might have been. I'm not really 100% positive that one. That one I'm not very well informed of. But I think they did a great job showing just kind of immediately like the weird twitchiness that she's doing and whatnot, which I think was mirrored a little bit of her movements that they caught on camera. That it was very weird. But I think they definitely went for the angle of this kind of like potentially the bipolarness in her head, or even maybe potentially some kind of outside force like possessing a body kind of angle with this, which I think was cool. I think it was really well done. The music, I'm gonna have to listen to that again when we go through here, because I was very distracted in this one with the video, which is good. This one felt like way less music video-y, which is interesting because this was the first one and then the other one was the second one. But yeah, this one felt way less music video-y, more about the story, and I thought that was cool. It still had a little bit of a music video element in there, but it was way less. It was more like 10 or 20% kind of music video, more towards the story, which is exactly what I would. There I am. Jesus, I need to get a haircut. I have one scheduled, bitch. Anyways, Yeah, let's go through this again. See a few of the things I picked out. Maybe we can pick out some more. Maybe focus a little bit more on the music, because I remember it sounding good, but it's just like it's escaping me what the music even was. So let's listen to this again. Let's pick some things out here. This one really entranced me. I was not focusing on what was happening. And that sounds like gunshots. But then again, it's not the first time, even outside of Columbine, that I've heard that sound in their music.
It's cold in here, I wanna get out. I'm slowly dying, could it be I'm in my watery grave? Black water, no quarter, now I'm stuck in here screaming.
I think just that little thing that I saw there. First off, I kind of like in the way this verse is structured. It's pretty cool. It goes through lyrics pretty fast, but it kind of has a nice flow to it. But I noted that they showed the exact time. I think I would assume it would be, otherwise I don't know why they would have a clock in the video. But like the time that this kind of went down when something happened.
Cause my time's running out.
4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. I told you not to play my game. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. Now you're
Okay, now this is where we get interesting with it here. I honestly can't remember, but what I'm going off by watching this, because I don't think that Skynd would just put something in a video for fun. I think everything that is put in here is intentional. I do not know what all the all the phones represent, but I'm wondering if it was confirmed, or like something in a video or something, I do not know, that like she picked up a phone and then started getting weird. Like if someone, like they have no idea what was said on the other line or whatnot. If like maybe someone was threatening her and she just kind of lost her mind, or because just reading that, like, I told you not to play my game, now you're gone, and it happens like right when she starts freaking out on the phone or whatnot. Like I don't know if that was said to her or if she said that out loud. I do not know. It's definitely something I want to look up and learn more about, because this is a fascinating case for sure. I assume the ring ding dong could represent a phone, just a phone going off or whatnot. But I like that transition when you see you start freaking out, and then everything goes like kind of dark and whatnot to either play off of whatever maybe you believe, the whole like just trapped in her head bipolar thing, or some kind of possession kind of poltergeisty kind of thing. But I like it. Is that hair? Is there something pouring out of her eye? That's hair. Okay, got it. It looked like she was almost having a seizure or something. I'm not sure why. I'm a little interested in why that was a thing, but I don't know. Definitely want to look more into this. That's creepy. Again, a lot of this kind of is like, it looks like it's just like straight out of a horror movie, which I assumed it would, because again, when you don't have a killer, and it's very mysterious, almost paranormal like. I mean, horror movies, just kind of the natural progression to kind of fall into. But again, this one, I feel like we have Skynd back in that role of kind of maybe not even necessarily the angel of death per se, but kind of the observer of what's happening, always there but not noticed, kind of following where death is about to be kind of situation. And this one, it almost kind of feels like she's kind of the thing that's haunting her in this situation, whether that be her own mind or what have you. And then you see her with that kind of clouded eye, and of course, just like Columbine, she has one eye clear and one eye blacked out, kind of with the line again over one of those eyes. And someone noted in a reaction video that I watched of Columbine that it kind of looked like a gunshot, like right above the eye, and it was like pouring into the eyeball and then like down. But this one, I don't know, just kind of darkness spreading out or something. It's kind of what I'm feeling from it. And I don't know what this black liquid stuff that they've mentioned is, black water, and with her like leaning down and touching it and whatnot. Like, I don't know what that is. I didn't. I think I should research it maybe a little bit more before I do these. Just tiny bit more, because there's a few things in here I'm missing, but yeah, just noting that it's weird, it's interesting, and it keeps jumping back and forth between what seems to be like potentially reality and like this kind of like nightmare world, which is very interesting.
I'm scratching off my nails, keep on kicking the walls. Seems I'm never gonna find my way out. Started off as a game.
And of course we have the elevator, which, I mean, obviously was going to be in the video at some point, like clearly, like that's a given. Just reading that again, scratching off my nails, keep kicking the walls. Again, that just kind of makes me think of just kind of being trapped, but I don't know if she was ever like had violent outbursts or something. But you know, kind of being that whole being trapped in your mind kind of thing. But started off as a game. I don't know what that means. That one makes me think that there was something more going on that I don't know about. It's interesting.
But now I'm floating in a coffin as my breath is running out.
4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. I told you not to play my.
First off, yeah, when she actually started to open her mouth and stuff, and you see that she has stuff like all up in her teeth, and just makes her look even more wicked. I also know she has this like fucking shoulder armor on too, which is first off very cool outfit, like pretty fucking awesome. I see it's attached around her. But yeah, again, I keep coming back to this. I told you not to play my game. Like, again, I don't know if there's audio that they had from her or whatnot, but
4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. Now.
I mean, that's amazing creepy effect there. But also when she was just kind of in here, just kind of, you know, just watching, observing, again, just kind of this like unseen death-like specter that's just following these people around, is, I think, adds a really nice touch of the creepiness element. First off, that the kind of that low, kind of like bass, but not like a bass guitar, but the bass that they got's going on, that beat is actually pretty. That's a good headbanger right there. Doom 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 doom. You know, it's really really good bass on there. Of course, obviously, yeah, the video footage. I think they even got like relatively the right angle that the video camera was faced at. And then at one point, she's they're dancing. I don't remember that. But it's weird that she like starts dancing with her for a second here. Or man, I don't even know if I would say dancing. That's kind of more is more for kind of weird twitches and like body spasms and whatnot. And it looks like she's like pushing her back into the corner, like she can see something that no one else can. Like, you know, no one else can see Skynd here except for her, and that's what she's hiding from. Yeah, kind of like pulling the strings for sure. I'm getting that motion from there. Absolutely. Like this thing that's inside her is pulling her strings. Jesus fuck. No, yeah, I remember why this part was. I was just like, what? Because not only does it sound like gibberish, and just kind of like some demonic black speech or some shit, but like she's doing a great job just looking fucking creepy and crazy while saying it. It's just like, whoa, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Just it fucks with your head. I wonder, in the video it looks like she's trying to match up to what the sound is, like she's listening to the sound and trying to sing it like phonetically, like trying to say it out with their lips, but it really sounds like it's said normally and they just flipped it. Like to me it doesn't sound like they put the sentence backwards and she tried to learn how to say it as if that's how it was spelled in English. It sounds like it was just said and then flipped. Yeah, because it has that kind of like kind of pulling sound to it, as if you were playing a record backwards. Absolutely. I definitely think they were going for that, and I don't know if there's any reason for that besides just adding on to that creepiness to the song. But there might be another reason for that. I'm not 100% positive. My guess is, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. Just of course, I'm just going back to the no control over everything kind of theme going on. Like even your own body, what's happening in your like what your eyes are seeing that no one else is seeing. Like your mind's completely taking over. So like you don't even have the ability to speak right, or just maybe even some kind of like demonic shit's happening when you're trying to talk and you're just speaking backwards. I don't know. It's just maybe that's just the first thing that I came up with. So this part I found interesting, because I didn't know how far they were going to go with it. I had no idea how far Skynd was willing to go. Because before, to me it was always like they'll go there, but then after Gary a little bit, I was like, I don't know if they will actually go all the way. I feel like now they're kind of getting more comfortable and understanding that people want to see the truth, but in these first two here, I still find it a little I'd say a little disappointing that they did not feel comfortable enough, or did not feel I don't know, they didn't want to take a risk of the fact that all of Gary's victims were black and they were all white in the video. So when I was seeing this, I was like, okay, again, as I said, they found her naked. Like, how far are they going to go. Of course, obviously they don't have to show anything, but like, you know, but how far are they going to go with it? And I feel like they found a decent balance. Like, all their clothes were there in the water with her. She clearly was either stripped or stripped and was naked in the water. So I think they found a decent balance to where it's showing that she just pretty much got naked, or at least close to naked, and went in the water. And I think that I respect that choice. I don't feel like you needed to go all the way, but at least getting pretty close, at least 75% there, I appreciate that they went for it, at least. Now that I find a little interesting, a little bit of an interesting freeze frame here, because like, I don't know if, you know, maybe they're trying to symbolize that that's kind of what she saw, was just this black puddle or whatever. Maybe she thought that, like, my thought process goes to, like, maybe she thought if she jumped in there she could get away from this thing that was either real or not real, that was tormenting her. And then the second she gets in there, boom, it's right there in her face, you know. And now she's like, it seems like she's trying to struggle to get back out, and just either unwilling to or unable to actually escape back out. And it was in a hotel, so this is a nice touch as well. But no, I like again, because it's like it's getting right there, without getting there, and with also being respectful to not only the person that passed away, but all the people in her life, like her friends and family and whatnot. That, like, they went there with kind of like the fact that she got naked, because like you can see that I think she's wearing underwear, which you see later, but like it looks like bottom half's like completely naked, and while she's struggling, but they don't like give you any direct angles or anything that's untasteful or whatnot like that. Just they keep it close, but while being respectful at the same exact time, which I think is really, like, I think that's really awesome. I really respect that. And everything that's going on is like, it sounds weird, the ring ding dong, but it, again, with everything they do, it's just catchy as a motherfucker. Like, she can take words like ratatata and make it so fucking catchy. And it's just I don't know, it's just something about this girl. I really respect the way she makes music. It's really good. Wait, something's come back to me. I remember, I think they caught footage of her like down in like the basement or something like that. I can't remember, but I think I remember them showing footage that like indicated some kind of like why people were believing that it was like paranormal and whatnot. And they caught her footage somewhere else, and now that I'm seeing her in that dryer more, I feel like that played a role in something, but I can't remember what. I don't think it was a major role. I think maybe it was down in the laundry room or some shit. I don't fucking know. But like, I feel like that meant something. Like there's something there. But yeah, I remember seeing her like in a dark hallway, like seeming to have a conversation with something that you can't see on footage, and even like pointing at her or something. But I can't remember. It's been years and years and years since my ex-wife watched this, and I kind of tuned in and out of paying attention, like most of the crazy interesting stuff that my ex-wife would watch, like The Mist by Stephen King. When they turned that into a TV show, it was actually pretty good. It's actually pretty fucking good, and I caught little glimpses every now and then. I was like, 20 or maybe 40, who knows. Either way, not important, but I feel like just little glimpses are coming back to me of that, and just like, I think this means something. So just putting that one out there.
What a bizarre discovery it was yesterday when we traced the
Oh.
pictures
Fuck. I'm not double click. Also, yeah, I also noted in here that it sounds like there's some kind of report or whatever, or on the news or something, that they put in here that it probably was taken from some actual footage of some kind, some audio footage or video footage of people discussing this. But in the last one, the Gary, when I mentioned like I'm trying to see if this means anything, I think it was supposed to represent that he would like turn up music really loud, so if the girls tried to scream or get help or whatever during the day, no one could hear him. I think it was just kind of like general ad, commercial break kind of radio chatter that was supposed to be represented here. And here I think it's just an actual report of the incident when it was discovered, and they're talking about like on the news or something or something.
firefighters on the roof here at the Cecil Hotel. Body was found, large water tank on the rooftop. People staying at the hotel complained of low water pressure, so the maintenance worker went up to check and found a naked body. What was on the bottom of the tanks. They've identified her as 21-year-old Elisa.
Yeah, well, she's 21. Also, there, I don't know what this is supposed to represent. But also, I don't know what the multiple of her bodies is supposed to represent. Maybe that she's like not alone in this. You know, maybe not in that exact situation, but not alone. In fact, that a lot of people deal with this, suffer from this. I do not know. But I don't know what the thing that watched her die and watched her go in there just like fucking with the water. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. And again, the multiple of her, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm at a loss. But either way, that was good. That was good. I think. I mean, video wise, I thought it was really really well done. I thought it was really nice. And it's good to know that like this is what they just came right out the gate with. I believe, at least. I mean, maybe it's not the first one they wrote, but it seems like this was the first one they released. I'm not 100% positive if that's true or not. Like with most things I say, like I have not done the research, so I'm just taking guesses here. All right, but I think this is the first one they came out with. So the video being like top notch, and the next one I was just kind of like, not really. But at least they came out the gate swinging with it. However, musically, like there's a really good beat. I actually think the verses are pretty sick. There's nothing really that's sticking out to me that I'm just like, oh yeah, man, that was the shit. Kind of like with Gary, you have fucking Jonathan Davis's like and her beautiful harmony chorus, which is just so fucking good. Or should I say harmonizing chorus. Then you got fucking the mix between her Ratatatas and Into Bill Saber's like Get Up, Freddie Mark Shoot, like that fucking flow and everything. And then they got the symphony, the orchestration coming in, like fucking awesome. The chorus of Michelle Carter is just like, oh fuck yeah, like it's so good. And this one, there's nothing that's jumping out to me. The Ring Ding Dongs are pretty good, it's pretty catchy, but like even that's just like okay. So I think musically, this one hasn't done it for me like all the other ones have, but it was still really good. The video, however, was engrossing, was definitely caught my attention and kept me in for sure. So I think a really good song about a really fascinating story. Like, even at the time, I was just like, first time I ever heard about it, I was just like, that's crazy. Like, I wonder what actually happened. I wonder what those events looked like leading up to the point where she died. Was there anyone else involved? Could it be some kind of paranormal thing, or was she just trying to escape the demon in her head? Potentially just was off her meds or something, and her fucking psyche went insane to the point where she just tried to drown herself to make it stop. Like, who knows? And that's the crazy part. So it's a really good story. Definitely see why they started with this one for sure. But then they kind of moved on to, instead of victims of your own mind, kind of killers, but also not focusing on the killers, but focusing on the victim. So they always stayed true to focusing on the victim. But then they kind of made the song about the killer, focusing on the victim. So anyways, thank you for joining me. I can't wait to get to more Skynd, because I always love getting to more Skynd, and I will see you all next time.